Greetings, people of Earth. Welcome back. My name is Jax, and today I am going to be discussing the things that I dislike about social media, interacting online, those kinds of things. Tomorrow, I will be doing a video on the things I love about social media, because today's all going to be sort of like me complaining, me talking about my frustrations, my difficulty with being able to connect with people, stuff like that. And so there's going to be a bit of criticism and a bit of focusing on the negative today. So tomorrow it'll be positive. It'll be the enjoyable things. I do social media for a living. It is what I do. I connect with people. And so I don't want this video to come off as me venting or just being super frustrated or sounding ungrateful, because I'm very grateful to be able to do this for a career and do this as like what I do. And so please understand that this is not me complaining. This is me talking about things that I wish would improve in social media in general. And many of these things you might also agree with. They're pretty universal, but please don't take this as me complaining or sounding ungrateful. I just think if we can talk about these things in a impactful and nuanced way, maybe we can make these things better for everybody. And so then it's not such a drag, because I think social media has the potential to be so incredibly good for so many people and so helpful and help us connect, help us learn, help us grow. So please understand that and know that tomorrow there is a video about the things I love about social media and the things that I find that are incredibly positive, uplifting, helpful, useful, etc. That being said, the first thing that I get frustrated with on social media is the way we curate our lives to make them seem just positive and amazing and great. Because obviously life is a nuanced, difficult thing. And when you see people like Kim Kardashian or Justin Bieber or whoever living a beautiful life with models and having a yacht on the sea or whatever, you kind of get this perception that like something is wrong with you. Your body isn't perfect. Your smile isn't great. Your nose is a little crooked. There are so many of these things that we worry about and that don't come through on social media. And I think that's one thing that I do get frustrated with, especially for younger people. I can remember being 13 years old and looking at these incredibly fit and attractive men and thinking that I was very inferior. I didn't have the best body, I didn't have the clearest skin, my hair was weird. And so I wish more people on social media, I guess, displayed like difficulties and insecurities and the problems they face, because I think that is an incredibly real part of life. It's a fact of the way we live our lives. And I feel like we don't show enough of the bad. I understand why people don't show a lot of the bad for multiple reasons. I'm going to talk about it in the next point. But I think we need to be a little more transparent on social media. Everybody does, about the struggles, the adversities we face, prejudice, all of these things. Because it's not until we talk about these things that these things can get better and these things can improve. So that's a big one for me. I'm going to go right into the second one. I feel as though on social media, I cannot talk about the negative stuff. So I just said in the first one, I wish people would talk more about the negative. I constantly get frustrated when I make a video talking about my frustrations. I make a video talking about my difficulties or a negative aspect of something. I get absolutely inundated with people who don't know my life, who then tell me like, Jax, you need to suck it up. Like, that's so stupid. Or I get the inverse, where I get people saying, oh, Mr. Positivity, now you're being negative. Wow, such a hypocrite, blah, 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 blah. And it's frustrating because like I talk about positivity and staying positive and focusing on the good a lot. That doesn't mean the negative doesn't exist. And I think I would really like more people to realize that everyone is allowed to talk about the negative. Everybody is allowed to talk about the problems and the issues we face in society, in our daily lives. Bad things happen to people regardless. And I have felt especially for the last few months, that I cannot talk about the negative because I should just be this little positive boy who never talks about anything negative, who never focuses on any problems. Like I feel as though I do not have space to be negative and to talk about my frustrations and the things that bug me. And that has become, it's gotten to the point where I feel like I don't want to share with anybody what I'm doing or my difficulties, because I feel like people are going to get mad at me for having a life and having things that don't go great in my life. So that's a big part of why I'm making this video, is because I feel like I cannot discuss with anybody the bad stuff. And I've been really nervous about making a video like this because I feel like on social media, you're supposed to live this like perfect life. And if you're criticizing anybody or you're calling people out for their bad behavior, bad actions, bad words, people are gonna throw the negativity on you and say like, you're the problem. When in all honesty, I'm not the problem. Like, I should be allowed to talk about the negative and the difficulties just like anybody else. And so that's one of the frustrations that I have with social media, and with maybe it's like the opening up of my life to other people. And a lot of people feel as though they have a right to sort of criticize me for even the minutest bit of negativity, or even like I'll make a video sort of tongue-in-cheek, and it's very much implied to be tongue-in-cheek, and I've sort of passed it through several different people to ask like, do you think this is funny? Like, is this? And I will get comments, and I will get people directly messaging me saying, I don't think that's right. I think you're being so negative, and like, you know. Meanwhile, there are people on social media who are absolutely filled with negativity and making it the entire point of their existence. So I'm no longer going to apologize for being negative, and what I would like to do is to not have to deal with so many people sort of getting mad at me for expressing truth. And you know, if I'm going to do this and express who I am really, I'm not going to hide the bad stuff. I'm not going to hide the stress and the difficulties that I face. It's all going to be real, or none of it's going to be real. And yeah, I'm not going to hide the negative. There are too many people online who express this toxic positivity. All they do is show the great stuff, and that's great for their brand, but I don't have the ability to be fake or to have some kind of facade where I just say, everything's amazing. I've never had to have an issue in my life. I've never had a sickness. I've never had a loved one die. These things happen to all of us. And it is okay to be frustrated in the moment. It's okay to have a bad week. It's okay to have a bad month or a bad year. And I just want to be very clear that, like, it will be real. You know, I don't enjoy this whole fake facade stuff, and I do these videos every single day. I don't have the ability to have some kind of like manicured, perfect life. I have issues just the same as everybody else. So that's my like second point of, I don't know, frustration with social media and that kind of stuff. I've talked before about people making assumptions about my life or what I do, and in all honesty, like, these assumptions range very wildly. Like, some people have this assumption of me that I'm just this like very happy, positive farm boy from Canada who lives his life and does, you know, these things and works whatever. Some people have an assumption that I am a kept boy, or like have all of these assumptions about OnlyFans and Patreon and what I do on Instagram and TikTok. In all honesty, like, everyone is welcome to assume whatever they would like, but my name is Jax. I'm 27 years old. I live in Canada. I'm currently in the south of France with my dad. Like, I work on the family farm. I work in property management. I do social media. That's the extent of it all. Some people have accused me of having a secret boyfriend and like hiding him. I wish. No, I am very much single. I don't know. There's lots of these assumptions about me. I think there always will be. I really don't mind them. It doesn't bug me. It just surprises me sometimes what I hear, like in the gossip train of friends, associates, mutual people that I know, they'll say, oh yeah, there's like a rumor about you going on about this or that. And I'm really always surprised at what people are saying, because I don't really engage in any of that stuff. It's not my thing. It's not my shtick. So, but yeah, I can only tell you like what's real, what's not. I'm going to be flying to England in a few days, spending Christmas in England with my family. And then I'm back to Canada doing some skiing. I'm excited for some January content that I'm going to be making. Yeah, my life is pretty straightforward and simple. A lot of people seem to think that I have this very complex dynamic or system, and I hate to tell you, but I'm just Jax. Like, that's it. Like, there isn't some like big machine behind me. I don't have like a publicist or any of that stuff. I don't have advertisers or marketing. Yeah, like, I don't know what to tell you. Some people have said like I'm a plant of some kind, which is bizarre, because like I'm just a little creator on YouTube and TikTok. But that's another thing, is just assumptions and the ideas that get spread on social media about specific people and what they do, and that kind of stuff. So yeah, that's another thing. It really doesn't bug me at all. It just, I kind of laugh at it, like what people end up coming up with. And I'll see a TikTok comment that's like, yeah, he's actually from Los Angeles and he's a plant. His dad's like in a marketing firm or something. It's like, no, my dad was a farmer and a real estate agent, and now he's like basically retired. So sorry, I don't know what to tell you. So yeah, that's like the third point of just people making assumptions and that kind of thing. Yeah, and like I said, I do this almost every single day. I share my life with people pretty directly. This is how I talk. This is what I do. I really just don't have... I wouldn't have the ability to have some kind of facade or to fake who I am in any meaningful capacity. So, sorry. that's just me. Anyway, those are like the big 3 points about my frustrations with social media and the things that make it difficult. I am hoping to be able to do this for next year without fail. I don't foresee any kind of issue. Sorry, I'm just gonna let the motorbike go by. But yeah, that's my hope. Currently, I love social media. I love what I do. I love connecting with everybody. I'll be talking about everything that I love on next video. But yeah, I really hope that I get to do this for, the foreseeable future. Will I be doing it in 5 years? I don't know. Maybe, hopefully. And hopefully maybe with somebody, like, who knows? The future is always a mystery, but that's what makes it get fun. So thank you guys for listening to me. I really wasn't trying to vent. I am, again, eternally grateful for everybody who takes an interest in my life and supports me on Patreon, supports me wherever you support me, and lets me do what I get to do. So thank you very much. I'd love to hear your comments, what you don't like about social media. You could tell me what you do like. But I will continue to be as real as I possibly can with you. And I really hope that wherever you are having a beautiful day, a beautiful month, a beautiful year, beautiful week. Forgot that one. And as always, guys, I will talk to you tomorrow.